Nganda, Ibrahim. He's the speaker's peg boy, whose integrity is deeply questionable. He's the only Ugandan who has superseded the record of traveling. I was a member of parliament, and travels do not come that easily. That he has managed to travel for more days than exist in a period of 182 days. And we have evidence to this effect. For him, he traveled out of the country on purported parliamentary duties for 196 days in a year. When we were hunting for corrupt officials at parliament, Ssemujju would have been lined up as a culprit number one. I am shocked that such a person is heading the process of forming a new party. Is this going to be a party of the corrupt? Certainly it's going to be. Of course, you heard him recently, refusing to sign on a petition. And the reason he gave was really very strange. That because the person who was being petitioned against is his friend, he would prefer not to fight corruption. Or that, on a person who is alleged to have been corrupted on account of the person being his friend. And these are people who want to kill FDC and form a new political organization, and they believe that it will appeal to the people of Uganda. I think they are daydreaming. Honorable Hon Ssemujju, I really laughed yesterday when I was watching the Morning Breeze, when Ssemujju in his stammering manner was questioning the knowledge of the law of a teacher of the law. And I think I want to thank the Honorable Sibambi for his polite demeanor, because he remained polite. Was like looking at this fool, a teacher of law, teaching in the Law Development Center, in the oldest university in this country, and you go on television to question his credentials, saying all sorts of things about him, and yet there are skeletons in his closet that can be proved. This one's name should actually, we, the Baganda, would call him Sombabioma. Because whom has he not flinched of money in this country? Including those he is hobnobbing with. At a party level, I can report he misappropriated a lot of money, but we forgave him. I have received complaints from 56 MPs on account of that kind of theft. This very member, we have privileged information of his active involvement in the Patriotic League of Uganda activities, led by Muhozi in the Ankole sub-region. In fact, the 2 times he has succeeded to go to parliament, he has either collaborated directly with the NRM or has come, as was recently the case in the election of 2021, come under the protection of the SFC in order to win the election. And Dr. Besigye thinks, in fact, I would like to even inform the public that Dr. Besigye knows all about this, about the involvement of Ssemujju with the PLU, about his association with Muhozi, the first son, about his association with the NRM. but is prepared to turn the other way because Mujike sings his praises. Our sister Honorable Salam is known to be a regular visitor of State House. We have also seen her on several occasions escorting Mr. Museveni on foreign trips. We don't understand under what capacity. The same person was bankrolled by the State House with billions of shillings, ostensibly to defeat the then Speaker of Parliament in the Kamuli district woman election race. And I am going to say this with authority. Because in a meeting that had senior leaders, including Dr. Besigye, she confessed to this. I'm surprised that Dr. Besigye is looking for people who collaborate with the NRM, and yet just before his nose, there are people who do exactly that. Just recently, on the 26th of January 2024, she was invited and attended as a special guest at the NRM Liberation Day celebration in Buenge Town Council, Jinja District, which was presided by Mr. Museveni. We wonder whether the party that is about to be formed, which Honorable Salam seems to be the spokesperson, she was the master of ceremony in the purported delegates conference, was represented by Salam on the NRM Day, or is an extension of the NRM. Elias Lukau. There is a popular saying or adage among us, Baganda, akasanke kakulema. A person who has failed to run a city wants to run a national grassroots party. Really? Now this one, who has he ever managed? What has he ever managed in life? Apart from political nomadism, where he's been killing political formations, the DP, Subi, FOC, DJ, wherever he has left those political formations, he has left political turmoil. He attempted to bring political confusion to FDC, and we stepped on his neck on that. I am happy that he found us alert, and we managed to block his political schemes. No wonder his only experience now is in presiding over a stinking city full of potholes and galvanizing political capital out of death, like the recent one of Kitezi, where he is directly politically responsible, but only collects media to cry every day. He collects you people when he wants to shed tears so that he may be seen to be concerned about the plight of the people, so that he may win another election in the city. I hope the people of Kampala this time are alert. And I would like to take the opportunity on behalf of the FDC to tender our apology to the people of Kampala for fielding such a person as a candidate of the FDC for the mayoral seat of the largest city in Uganda. By the way, we saw General Saleh threatening to withdraw his support from him. When did sworn members of opposition like Lukwago begin surviving on support from General Saleh, President Museveni's young brother? Isn't this the same that will be transferred to the new party? in the offing under the stewardship of Lukwago. We challenged Lukwago here about the letter, the simple note written by Saleh, and he nearly burst in neck. He shouted on top of his voice and said, "Look, don't go in that direction." Because he feared to be exposed. I have seen him recently saying he went to court. But he was suing the national newspaper. He wasn't suing Saleh, the author of that letter, and who was the first man to defend Lukwago over this. It was Dr. Kiza Besigye who defended him. Immediately that note came out, the next day he ran to the media to try to convince the country how clean Lukwago is. Waswabirigwa.